I've got an 88% bowl system that we may be fading. Stay tuned. This is Ralph Michaels. I'm breaking down the LA Bowl, UCLA and Boise State. When we talk bowls, college bowls and NFL preseason games, far different handicap than the regular season. Most important when you're handicapping college football bowls, number one, motivation. Number two, who is available to play in the game? Now, that has changed a lot in the last few years. I mean, up until 2 or 3 years ago, everybody played in a bowl unless you were maybe the first round draft choice or a first pick in the draft. Now, you have hundreds of players that are in the transfer portal that opt out because they don't want to play in the bowl or just are preparing for their NFL potential careers. So in this game, let's look at the seasons. UCLA was expecting to have a great season under Chip Kelly in this year. They start the year, they start 3-0, but they go to Utah, they lose. They go to Oregon State, they lose. They go to Arizona, they lose. And then the loss against Arizona State at home was horrible. They do recover against USC. That was a nice 5% winner for me, by the way, but then finished with a miserable ending in California, versus California, losing 33-3. When I look at the year-to-date stats for UCLA, UCLA played the number 64 schedule. Boise played the number 70. When I look at yards per game diff, UCLA was actually number 25 in the country. Boise was 34. So statistically, UCLA, better stat profile against the tougher schedule. You look at Boise. Boise's season, again, started preseason with a lot of excitement. They lose to Washington, they lose to UCF, then they lose to Memphis, they go to Colorado State and lose, they go to Fresno State and lose. That gives them 4 losses on the year. They are 5-4 at that point. And what do? They fire their coach and they bring in an interim, which was now hired as the coach. But they did beat New Mexico, beat Utah State by 35, beat Air Force by 8, and then dominated UNLV in the Mountain West Championship. So Boise's certainly motivated. Is UCLA motivated? Normally, I would say no. But remember, these are LA kids playing in SoFi Stadium where they watch the Rams and the Chargers every week. I think that does add to some motivation here. You look at opt-outs for Boise. Starting quarterback Taylon Green, transfer portal, likely not to play. Couple guys injured, so they are likely to start true freshman J.C. Tiller at quarterback or potentially even a walk-on. That's a situation I don't want to play. For UCLA, quarterback Dante Moore played this year. He's in the rotation. Garbers was injured in week 13. He is likely to get the snap. What is that 88% system I talked about? Well, when you look at Pac-12 bowl teams facing an opponent off a win, this is a mind-boggling number. The Pac-12 has been the worst conference against the spread over the last few years, but when a Pac-12 team in a bowl is playing an opponent that won, like this game, those Pac-12 teams only 3-22-1, 12% against the spread, or an 88% fade against the spread. With that said, and with Boise's quarterback injury, and I think SoFi Stadium's enough of emotion, I clearly lean UCLA in this game, and I also like under in the first half. You look at UCLA's D-line, they put up an incredible number of sacks, 40 sacks this year, one every 9.3 times the Boise quarterback, the opposing quarterback went back to pass. Now, Boise's O-line has been very good, but against this level of competition, I like first halves because in the second halves, I think you try more gadget plays. You may play some second and third string players that want to get excited in the bowl. So UCLA lean, under first half, my best bet. Guys, I appreciate doing these videos all year. I would like to ask you a favor. If you could take 1 minute, smash that like button, give us a thumbs up, leave a comment. I appreciate it. And remember, all these great bowl videos from all these great Wager Talk handicappers and Dave Koken and I, every year we do a dynamic duo bowl special. I'm over 62% in bowls the last 5 years. Dave Koken over 65% in that span. Both of our bowls for $149. That's under $75 each. Head to my homepage or Mr. Dave Koken's homepage and enjoy the bowl season.